What's up, everyone? I thought I'd jump on here for my midweek update. I'm not going to do a mail call necessarily today, but I am going to show you. I got the new McLaren. I'm going to show you that first, and then I'll give you a preview of Sunday's video. So, you may or may not have heard that there have been some quality control issues with the RLC McLaren, that kind of bronze color. Anyway, I'll show it to you. I've seen some pictures where there was some obvious glue. Some other people also complained on this particular post, did some returns and things of that nature. I've not opened mine yet. I did get two. And interestingly enough, it came just one. The first one came in this little box. I've never gotten a box like this from Mattel before. It had this one piece of tape, and this was just like almost caved in. But, when I opened it, they did put an air pillow in there, and this box did look, it's pretty much intact. There's no crushed corners or anything like that. So I thought, well, let me go ahead and open this one so I can just trash the box. And okay, one of these days, I'm going to get myself a rock star set up and do podcasts and all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, here we go. I hope I get some good ones. It's in there. So, oh God, that didn't help. So here is, it's this type of box. It's kind of a bronzy orange, I guess you could say. Different color for RLC this year. All right. Well, right off the bat, I do notice some issues. Because, the doors, they open, but it looks like they had some issues with that. You may or may not be able to see here the glass. Of course, it's plastic, but it looks chipped in one spot. And these doors just don't look right. They don't fit very well. And I know I've complained about being able to get parts open on some of these cars, but I would rather have close tolerances and it look good. And, yeah, this is not good. It looks like there was just a problem with the doors. I don't know if you can see or not. Especially right along this line here. And they just don't look, they don't look good. I don't like the lights painted. We've had that discussion before about how they, I don't know if they're stamped or inkjet, I don't know. If I can get this one open. Yeah, it looks like there's a glue line there. I'll hold it real still. You should be able to see it right along that edge. It isn't good. And honestly, it almost feels like the door could just come off. I don't know. And if you look here, the seam is just off. on that side. I feel like I've seen better, a lot better, and it doesn't even feel, it just doesn't even feel right. It feels cheap. It feels like some of that, don't come after me. It feels like some of the cars I've gotten from Maisto. Don't get me wrong, I love their transports. They have some awesome transports, and I have a lot of them. But this reminds me of, I don't know, y'all. And what was this thing, like $30 or $20? I mean, this doesn't even look right from this angle. They don't even, if you can see that they're both up all the way, and it's just off. It's just off. And that's as far as this one just feels loose, and that's as far as this one will go. And I don't know. The rear end looks good. I like the way they painted those lights. Do not like these headlights. They look like cars, Lightning McQueen headlights. Like my eyeballs look in these glasses. These doors, they must have had a bad day on the line when they made these doors. I think they just had a bad day. Or how long does it take to make 30,000 Hot Wheels like this? A shift? 2 shifts? Okay. I don't know. I was really looking forward to this because it's something different. Okay. On a happier note, this is not going to be a long video. Well, let me give you the down note first. Now let's do the happy one. I go to Dollar Tree because I had to pick up some stuff for something else. And of course, I'm going to look at the Hot Wheels. And it looked like they just put out a fresh case. And I'll show you real quick. This DeLorean Alphas. I'm going to look that up and talk about that on another video. This Dodge Red Express truck. I really like this little guy. I'm not a huge fan of square bodies, but I'm more of a traditional step side, not square body. But I like this. That's a good looking little truck too, buddy. I'm telling you. They did a better job with that. They did the McLaren. And I found the new Zonda. That's going to be an Instagram reel just waiting to happen with my other Zondas, which are still out on display, by the way, because I just love these little cars. And when I watched a YouTube video before I started my channel, I was just entranced by that thing. And something that I really didn't think I'd ever find, I finally get to take pictures of the Godzilla car. Finally got it. The Godzilla skyline. And best of all, I found a treasure hunt. So surprised to see that. There was just the one. And the thing is, even if it wasn't treasure hunt, I still wanted it because it's purple, and I have this little purple, card display. I think I just did pictures of it or something not too long ago. But yeah. And it's got the I don't know if you can see the writing under there. It's one of those that says, oh, you know, you have found a treasure hunt. It doesn't have the symbol, but it has the writing. And I don't know where the TH is. Anyway, so that was a good stop. So, but before that, I had gone to PetSmart and I was pulling out of the parking lot onto the highway and I was rear-ended. You know, scuffed the bumper. It did kind of, because she hit on the left side of the bumper, pushed the car over a little bit to the right. My back immediately locked up, which, you know, I have an issue with this right side and the psoas muscle and my hip joint. And, you know, so it gives me a functional short leg because this muscle that wraps around your spine into your hip, it's like this most of the time. So in physical therapy, we know what they do is they just yank that sucker. And now because I've had back surgery, they really don't want to yank it that hard. And I was supposed to go for x-rays this month. And apparently the man that did my surgery did not put the orders in November. So I go over there to walk in to get the x-rays and they're like, there's no orders in here for you. So I said, okay, fine. I just won't go. And then today, that was just last week. And, you know, right? Wouldn't it have been nice to already have? So because, you know, I got that little tap and I've already been in so much pain, I made an appointment to go ahead and go in and get x-rays and make sure that everything's okay because, you know, y'all, I ain't trying to. I'm going to take the car tomorrow, get it looked at. You know, it's my old Dodge. You know, it needs to be painted and it's been hit several times before, courtesy of my husband. And somebody actually did hit it in a parking lot about 2 or 3 years ago when I was driving it. So I'm going to take it and get it looked at tomorrow. Meanwhile, the website, I have seen some of you guys signing up, creating accounts, not just that you haven't, I mean, y'all just haven't signed up for the newsletter. You have also created accounts because now you're taking advantage of my rewards program, brand new. I'm still tweaking it. I had it at 100 points for every dollar spent. And then I didn't think that through all the way. You know, I'm a little distracted. So I knocked that back. I think for every $5 you spend, you get 100 points. And then for every 1,000 points, you can get free shipping. Or for every 500 points you accrue, you get a 10% discount. So I think that should be about where the program should be for now. And there's going to be some other perks that'll go along, you know, having an account on the website. I will not be this person that's going to email you all the time. And this is kind of a precursor to what I want to do on YouTube. And eventually once I get into the YouTube partner program. And, you know, I'm like at 619 members, which is good. It's growing pretty slow now, which you know, I've been a little distracted and I could probably do a little bit better with my thumbnails and whatnot. And I'm really hot because it was like 80 today and it looks like it's going to rain. And I just had that day, you know, I was really flustered about that. I was like, oh no. So at any rate, and, you know, we're looking pretty good on watch hours. We're still in 1600s. I'm hoping by the end of this week, going into next week, I should be at 1700 watch hours. So we're over halfway there to 3000. I'm very, very grateful for that. And Sunday, my video is going to be a special truck edition. I did get the Mercedes AMG, the RLC that was dropped just this week, don't ask me. And I've got some NFT garage cars, trucks, Dodge Power Wagon. We're going to take a look at that. And the Chevy Silverado Off-Road. This is Series 4 that I redeemed last year and couldn't find, and I finally found it. I was like, yay! And I've got some really cool Matchbox collector stuff to show you, and another RLC car from last year that I haven't actually unboxed yet, taking it out to take a look. So, oh, and I can't forget these. Shout out to Ed Hannum. He DM'd me and said, this was a few days ago, like last Friday or something. He said that he found some of the new Team Transports remember the video I put up some pictures? He said he had found them in his Target. So I went to my Target, I think it was day before yesterday, and that puppy's coming out of the package. And this one's coming out first. I'm so excited that I have this Gulf 2-story lorry. And I have been looking into some of the dioramas. Man, those things they just really get expensive, you know. So at any rate, that's all I have. Shaking and baking. Like and subscribe. And I will talk to you on Sunday.